Hi, my name is Simone Sichon, and I'm a Sportsmed 3 student at South Tahoe High School. For my fifth project, I chose to do it on Parkinson's disease, and I'm doing medical research. What is Parkinson's? Parkinson's is a degenerative illness affecting the central, peripheral, and electric nervous systems. It affects parts of the body controlled by nerves. With Parkinson's, the symptoms usually start slowly and progressively get worse. No two people experience Parkinson's the same. The causes of Parkinson's. So Parkinson's is caused by a loss of nerve cells in the part of the brain called the substantia nigra. That part of the brain is responsible for producing dopamine, and dopamine is a chemical that helps produce movement of the body. Therefore, when there's a lack of that due to Parkinson's, it causes very severe symptoms because the brain is unable to transmit signals correctly to coordinate movement of the body. Parkinson's disease is an age-related degenerative brain condition that over time causes the brain to deteriorate. Some of the main symptoms of Parkinson's are tremors. A tremor can be very small and it can be very big. It can start with just one finger or maybe just your hand or maybe a foot shaking and progressively gets worse, usually to the point where you may not be able to hold a glass or walk to your couch from your room. Another symptom is slowed movement. So simple tasks may be difficult. Maybe going to the bathroom or making something to eat can be a lot more difficult because you have less control over your body and your movements. Um, Another symptom is rigid muscles. That doesn't necessarily mean they're sore, but they're just stiff from the lack of use of them. More symptoms are impaired posture and balance. The posture is stooped, so that means most people with Parkinson's have a slumped over position and they do have balance problems. There's a loss of automatic movements, which means there's an inability to perform movements that you don't normally think of, such as blinking, smiling, and like swinging your arms while you're walking. And also another symptom is speech changes. Some people speak softly, some people speak quickly, some people slur, some people forget their words, different things like that. Here's a video of an example of what tremors look like.
This patient with tremor-dominant Parkinson's disease displays a very large amplitude resting tremor of her left upper extremity.
As you
Her
can
arms
see, this
elevated
person has
after
no
a period
control
of several
over the
seconds.
movements of her
She
arms and her
develops a
fingers.
re-emergent tremor of similar type in the left arm.
Therefore, she is affected pretty heavily because obviously she wouldn't be able to hold a glass of water and stuff like that.
This patient with tremor-dominant Parkinson's.
So the death rate for Parkinson's, luckily, is not very high. Parkinson's is not known to invoke early death, but it does impair all normal functions with its symptoms because of the brain damage. Therefore, it creates a big toll in your life. Parkinson's has a lot to do with your age. So if you have early onset Parkinson's disease, then you are more likely to have your symptoms increase more rapidly, therefore can create death earlier because your body no longer can move properly and you can't do normal functions of life, so your body over time starts to deteriorate. So there's no cures for Parkinson's at this moment, which is why it's such a detrimental disease. Although it's slow, that can be detrimental in the long run. There are a lot of medications that most Parkinson's patients take, and they can improve your symptoms, but they don't cure the disease. There's also surgeries that are able to be performed on the brain, which can help repair some of the nerves and some of the overall damage that's going on in your brain. But there's nothing set that has cured Parkinson's completely. But while I was doing my research, I found out that Stanford medical doctors created these vibrating gloves that limit and get rid of tremors. So here's the link, but here's also a little video about it.
Almost like like a wave, so it goes across my fingertips. Researchers at Stanford Medicine developed this unique vibration pattern to reset nerve cells that misfire in the brains of Parkinson's patients, ultimately allowing those.
So that was just a little bit about the video. It's a 4-minute video and it's very interesting. It has been known to have effects just in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. Um, there's some people who were not able to walk at all, and now they're able to do marathons. And it's a very early study, but it has a lot of hope for it. And so that's really exciting for all Parkinson's patients.
Almost like a.
Here's my works cited. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.